This the AMG way, we don't follow the crowd. Quiet money moves, we just say it out loud. Tax-free living, long plays over hype. Build it right once, let the legacy right. We talk ownership.
What's happening, family? Welcome to the AMG Podcast. It's your guy Mondo Grimes here. We are about to have some fun today on the new episode. We should call it just hard in the paint because we are going to come hot and heavy right off the rip. But first, before we do that, I want to bring my guys on, AJ Lavender, Larry Woods, and Craig Cooper. What's going on, gentlemen? What's happening?
Good morning. Good morning. What's happening?
Good morning. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So today we're going to go back to doing a recap. Is it a recap or what's it called, AJ?
Yeah, I'd say like a video review.
Video review of some content. I know a lot of you guys like that. So we're going to give our reaction, to this information being shared and give our 2 cents. We have not yet talked about the details of what we're going to speak on, which I'm pretty excited to hear everyone's thoughts. We all know what we're going to react to, but we haven't shared too much of our opinions or feelings on this yet. So with that said, since we're going hard to paint, hey, I know we just had an intro. AJ, hit it again because it's going to get real today. So
hard in the paint, take it higher. Going hard in the paint. We don't sugarcoat a thing. If it's real, let it stay. Bring the truth, let it ring.
Yeah, so going hard in the paint all day, every day, especially today. So with that said, all right, fellas, let's jump into it. Let's see what this video is talking about. Here we go.
Need money back on life insurance. That's the industry that makes us think we should get something back because they get more money by charging those policies. A term life insurance policy costs probably 1/3, maybe 1/4 the price of one of those other policies. And those other policies are packed full of commissions and fees for the company.
Girl, we love you.
Hey, too. Love you too.
I've never heard anyone explain
it that way.
Okay, one more just point of clarification.
Yes.
So are you saying that, is it the UIL?
Index Universal Life.
So it has an insurance and investment combination.
That's correct.
Similar to whole life has the
Insurance
and investment combination. Yes. So are you saying that those are, those are not great?
Those are not great.
Okay.
I call them trash value policy.
There you go. Trash. We don't want trash.
We don't want trash.
Yeah.
Bubba Dub say trash.
Trash. And it just deals with having them separately, they operate better. And it's reduced cost having them separate. Like I said, we're conditioned to having a combo. I want my cell phone, my internet, and my cable with one company. I want my combo meal. This is usually packaged things less, but in insurance world it costs more.
Wow. Yeah. I just feel wonderful.
Me too. I do too.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm excited.
We are now informed.
We are.
Why do we need
informed? Are we? You know what, man? This video is gonna get a little touchy. I want to say we're not here to offend anyone. We are here to have a constructive conversation amongst ourselves. We are allowed to have an opinion. We are allowed to agree or disagree, and simply that's it. So everyone in this video, I'm sure, are lovely individuals, great people. That's awesome. So this is just a informational, I should say, almost a debate, but just from our side today, right? All right. With that little disclaimer that I didn't like saying, but I had to. All right. Woods, let's start with you, man. Let's start with you.
You sure you want to do that?
I don't know. Okay, yeah, AJ. AJ, what you got, man? What's happening?
So the first thing I like again, we live in a society where you put out content to just get clicks, to get engagement, to rage bait, to basically do exactly what this is, right? Spew misinformation to be able to garner click, to be able to get content for yourself or gain engagement or leads or sales for yourself. So this is just one of those things where it's just like, come on, man. And like for me, like the biggest tall tale sign, if you ever watch this again or you replay it back, you can tell that they're really not confident in what you're saying because the jump cuts and edits in the video itself cuts 1.5 million times. So that just goes to show you that how many times he probably stuttered over his words. He wasn't really confident. It was this dispute information. As you see here, we don't do really too many edits just because we're confident and natural what we're saying. Like we don't have to fabricate anything to be able to get a point across. So to me, it's just like, come on, man. Like you want to call policies trash policies or whatever the hell you want to call it. Like, this is this trash content, in my opinion.
I like where you went on that, talking about just the content and the delivery style more than the actual substance of the content. It's more of how they presented it.
Yeah.
I'll
let you guys touch that section of it.
I like that though. I wasn't even on my radar. Okay. All right. That's good. Content delivery.
That's a good point, AJ.
Great point. Great point. That's a great point. Okay. Cool. What you got? What say you, man?
Listen, Errol's from New Orleans, right? I've been to New Orleans probably 10 times in the last 5 years. Great people, hospitable. They can all dance. They can all cook. They can all play an instrument. But to categorize an IUL as a trash value policy is categorically false and wildly misleading. And I feel sorry for the 14 people that liked that video. Right. And unfortunately for those folks, with all due respect, they probably all have term policies that are going to lapse in 5 to 10 years based on what I think their age will be. And I want to know if they're going to feel educated when they go to renew their policy and their premiums jump by 100%. So that $30 to $50 they're paying right now is probably going to be closer to $250 to $500.
Easy. At least
renew it.
Yeah.
Another very good point.
Yes. Okay. I got some notes on that. Ooh, Hardwoods.
Didn't we just have a podcast on this?
Yep. Sure did.
How agents are misleading clients, potential clients in this same exact space because they are what? Maybe they're too lazy to actually learn exactly what these policies do for clients. Or maybe the policy is too complex for them to learn, to even explain or educate. Because one thing we do here at AMG, we educate. You don't even become a client of ours until you are educated on what exactly you're getting.
And if you're not educated, we're not signing you up.
We're not signing you up. You can't be a part of the family. So anybody that knows IULs and is working for them, they know this thing is a Lamborghini. You know, it's some Ferraris you can't buy because you don't even own a Ferrari or never have.
Right. You got to be an owner before you can even get.
You got to be owner before you can buy that car.
Yeah.
Educate. This is the same thing. These IULs are Ferraris. They're Lamborghinis, right? They are designed, customized to the client's needs. Usually the clients that want these have the intention of using it like a Ferrari. You don't buy a Ferrari and let it sit in the garage forever. For somebody with 31 years in the insurance business, you would think at some point they'd pick up a pamphlet, book, or something and dive into IULs.
Well, my pen, my little pencil lead is wearing out right now. Go ahead.
Now, another thing we don't do here at AMG, we don't poo-poo on other
products.
Insurance.
You're right.
We don't. A term has its place.
Right.
Whole life has its place. IUL has its place.
Variable has its place.
Variable has its place. Annuities have their place. They all insurance-backed products have their place.
Right.
Again, this is back from what we were talking about on the podcast. Is this the previous podcast? It's mind blowing, and I get, like, you know, you want to try to be the peacock to be different, but like, come on, man, you discredit yourself, especially the people that know what the hell they're doing. So,
let me say this last thing.
Okay.
He said something about putting money in, high commissions. You know, there are some misleading agents out there, unfortunately, who like to design projects to benefit themselves on the commission side. Yes.
Yep.
IUL particularly, the fees are less than 2%.
If structured the right way.
If structured the right way. They're less than 2%.
Dude, I'm sorry, man. Go ahead. I'm let you.
You know, you can start a policy on a child. You can start a policy on an infant with $100 a month.
Mm-hmm.
Mondo, you know exactly what that looks like by the time that child retires.
Mm-hmm.
That child's a multimillionaire
Mm-hmm.
at a conservative rate.
Mm-hmm.
An infant.
Mm-hmm.
We've got facts. We got clients that are doing that right now.
Mm-hmm.
So there's nothing this guy can say to sway me from this product, because we know we got everyday evidence that this product works.
Let's define what works means. I'm about to hop out my seat. I might stand up today in a minute. Let me go back to your other point about how we don't poo-poo on other products. Okay. There are agents out there who will lean towards certain products because that's what they like the most for whatever reason, whether it be their acumen, their understanding, whether it be that's maybe where they get the best commission. Maybe that's where they have the highest contract. Maybe it's where they have maybe more renewals coming in the future, or maybe something. They have a reason why they lean towards certain things, right? Mm-hmm. Now, something that I caught in this conversation. Now, okay, yes, they were talking about how an IUL or even whole life is a mixture of insurance and investment. It's kind of a blend, like a hybrid, right? I also understand that this gentleman has probably his Series 65, maybe 62, something. He's got something going on. Probably,
yes,
he got something going on with AUM, most likely. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Right. So if I'm a teeny bit, I'm gonna call it what it is, a teeny bit favorable towards AUM for whatever reason,
term and invest the rest.
Yeah. Term and invest the rest into the AUM side because I get annual fees, management fees from you. Mm-hmm. Where if I put you in an IUL where it's a blend of insurance and investment, I'm only getting, get my commission, whatever that's going to be up front, and then I'll get a small little renewal, but it's not as healthy if I take that difference from your term and put it into that AUM that I'm managing.
Yeah. And then you can sell the term as sexy because guess what? Like you said, I get a third of the price. I'm gonna get $1 million worth of term for a third of the price, and I'll get the IUL. Okay. like that's the purpose of a term, to provide. Not, again, if you guys haven't watched our podcast before, I've said it plenty of times. We said term has its place, whole life has its place. Term is for if you die, whole life is for when you die. And that's the two biggest commonalities. Like everybody, you can pull up the statistics itself. Term pays out about 1% of the time because it's doing its job. And it's great for you as a human that term only pays out 1% because that means you're outliving the policy that the term was made out of. You don't want to see a 20-year term policy be 99% effective just because that means
everybody dying.
At the time, you're going to die in 20 years. Like nobody wants that. Where whole life is for when you die because there's no set date when you're going to pass away. You just have your insurance policy, and when that time comes, then it pays out and your family's good.
Dude, here's what got my draws in a bunch. For real. Like this conversation is all about cheap.
Yep.
This is a poor conversation.
Poor mindset.
Poor mindset conversation. This is not for people who getting after Coop. This is not for dude. Go ahead. Let me chill out. Let me get some drink. Go ahead.
To that point, Mondo, I had to calm you down a little bit. To that point, they're talking about the cost, and Larry pointed it out, just 2%, right? Terms are on its face are lower cost, and they should be.
Yes, right.
Because the only commonality between a term and an IUL is that there's a death benefit payoff as long as the policy is in force. That's it, right? IUL offers you lifetime coverage, cash value growth, access to cash while you're living, retirement income potential, emergency fund access, market loss protection, long-term care strategy potential. That should cost a little bit more.
See that? Thank you for, because that's where I wanted to go to. Mm-hmm. This mindset, the conversation mindset here in this video is just reeks of poor mindset. Mm-hmm. It's all about what they get. So that's almost like a victim mentality. Well, fool, what do you get? It's all about what the insurance company's getting. Well, they're getting the fees and they getting. Do you ever stop to think about what the client gets?
Mm-hmm.
And it's your pay to play. Man, how they gonna charge me $10,000 a hand at the casino? How they gonna do that? Well, because you have the ability to win $100,000 in return on a particular hand.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
How they gonna charge me $50,000, $20,000, $30,000 for a car? I call it trash on wheels, because they built the daggone thing with craftsmanship, all the different things, and they charge you a premium based upon the value of how it performs.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you want a Pinto, if you want a scooter, you want that little thing you stand on, got one wheel, and you just float around.
Unicycle.
Ooh, unicycle. Come on with it.
It's going to give the price point is going to give you what you pay for.
Yeah.
So when you look at IULs or even some great whole life policies and traditional whole life, you look at a certain demographic of people who know how to work it. See, when you are, man, dude, when you're playing the middle class game and you got poor mindset in the middle class game, and you're teaching people the middle class game, an IUL might not be the best play.
Mm-hmm.
Because you got somebody that has the skill set of driving a Camry, getting into a Bugatti. And they're like, what do I do with all these triggers and handles? Exactly. Because the one that sold it to you doesn't know how to do it.
Right.
Most people don't even know how to open the door.
Thank you. Some people can't even open the door in a Tesla. I've seen people walking around their car, scanning the whole car, trying to open the door. Okay. So what's interesting about this, man, it's like, if you think insurance should be cheap, it should be cheap. Let's think about that right there. Insurance should be cheap. Let's think about that. Why? Why should it be? Because you think so? Do the math on it.
Well, the value that you're insuring is cheap then too, as well.
Right.
Exactly.
Which is what?
Most of your life. So if you think your life is cheap,
exactly.
I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, I don't want to. Look, they should give me $1 million plus. I'm only putting in $50 a month because it should be cheap. Mm-hmm. Now they're willing to take that gamble on the term life because they know you most likely 99% chance you're gonna outlive it. Mm-hmm. But when a company says, okay, we'll insure you for your whole life from now to the day you get up out of here, that heart stops beating, we're going to cover you for sure and pay a death benefit as long as the premium is paid and the policy is enforced. We'll guarantee that as long as those two things are in play. And then here you come, well, that ain't cheap. Why should it be? Mm-hmm. They are guaranteeing you 6 to 7 figures, if not 8, depending on the policy.
Mm-hmm.
But because you like yourself that much, it better be cheap. Come on, man. We don't do that anywhere else. It's a guarantee that they're going to pay it. Then you look at all the other features. Now here's all the triggers, all the pedals, right? All the different hand triggers. Here's the Bugatti features. If the one putting you in it doesn't know how to build it, don't drive it.
Right.
Don't get in it. You will crash. You will burn. But when you are, man, I'm sure this gentleman is a nice dude, but boy, he rattled me with this because it's the
reason why insurance gets a bad rap,
dude. It's like first, the whole part about I noticed term difference over here in investment, so I can manage it over here.
Yeah.
Okay. When there's not as many flexibilities and features, right? Well, it's cost of insurance. Okay, cool. That's part of that game. But you also have a lot of fees on this side too.
Yeah.
We ain't talking about that though.
Cost of broking commissions, cost of oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm. Right. So everything cost. Everything cost. But here's what's crazy. I hear a lot. I've heard this on videos and stuff where people will say, well, whole life policies, IULs, variables, they cost XYZ, XYZ. You should put it over here. Then they never talk about what that costs.
Right.
They never talk about where you're taking them, what that costs. Everything costs something. So you got to weigh it based upon your strategy, what you're looking to do. If you say, look, I have a strategy of making sure that if I die in the next 30 years, my wife can pay the mortgage off. Okay, cool. IUL is probably not the best play. If that's the only strategy. Only. Now, if you have a layered strategy, that's one. Maybe you have retirement. Maybe you're building just a fat legacy and have some additional money to be able to parent these kids as they get into teenage years and old. You know what I'm saying? Maybe there's a couple layers of strategies. Well, term is not the best play there. Term can be a part of the solution, but it's not the solution.
Mm-hmm.
So what I see is when I hear agents say this, man, because it's like, why are you pissing on the industry that pays you, man? For real. Like, you really think the Department of Insurance and all these states and all these carriers just in cahoots to create some terrible products to screw a bunch of people? You really think that's what's happening? But yet you got your license and you want to sell products with the same industry that you poo-pooing on in this corner of the room. I don't understand that, man.
Right.
Yeah,
one of the most regulated industries in
the world.
In the world. Is he poo-pooing on the E&O insurance he got?
So probably not. Probably not.
Now have him explain why he needs it.
Right.
And if he considers that a need.
Right. don't let him mess up a policy and be like, oh, yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna let him pay that out of his pocket.
And one thing twice.
Yeah.
May never need it, but you're not gonna think twice when that bill is, due.
Nope. That's right. That's right. And what's interesting is this is how sensitive this is. This is why, people are like, man, why is Mondo so hot? Let me tell you the real reason. It's not really this gentleman, what he said, like the actual language. It's the effect of the language on these ladies in that room.
Yeah.
That's
I'm so educated now.
It's like I feel bad. Like I want to defend them. I want to defend the aunties in that video. I want to be nephew that steps in like, hold on, bro. What you doing with aunties, man?
And they auntie age and up.
Right.
You can't.
And here's the other play, man. Here's the other play. This is where we have them ourselves. We have high net worth clients that love these tools, and not because we told them about them. They already knew.
Mm-hmm.
They wanted more. They had a different strategy. I need another one. They've been rocking this bad boy for a minute. Now, it has been around since the late 80s. But a lot of our clients, especially 30s, 40s, 50s, who are movers and shakers, right? They want as many guarantees as possible. So the idea of putting their money into the market fully, all of it, is too risky. I need some liquidity. I want to minimize tax obligations. I'm looking at coming and going. I'm looking at different things. I need that legacy. I need the estate preservation. See, that's a whole nother thing. We're not talking about death benefit or generational wealth. We're talking to people talking about estate preservation. Mm-hmm. They got estates. Mm-hmm. Show, you know who I'm talking about. Name start with a T, Larry. Show him a term policy and see what he say.
He gonna hang up the phone.
1000%. So I get protective. I guess the best way, Coop. So I'm not hot at the guy. It's like, man, I get protective of people who I feel like they're sheep about to get slaughtered with some half truths.
Right.
It's like, man, like we gotta help auntie because there's more aunties and unks out there believing things because we own a video.
Mm-hmm.
Right, you sent the story. Okay, well, it's like, so Mondo, y'all on the video too. I'm watching you on YouTube. Okay, cool. But we got facts to back it up.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We got facts. Testimonials that can back it up too. We have people that can come on our podcast and speak exactly to what we're talking about.
1000%. 1000%. People who are leveraging their contracts.
And people from all different classes too.
Right.
All different classes.
So if someone try to combat us saying, oh, all we do is high net worth value clients or low net, like, no, we have a full spread. We can show exactly what we're talking about, where We customize products exactly for this type of person, this type of scenario, this type of person, this type of scenario, this person, this type of scenario. Like we said, when it comes to insurance, every product is made different. Every product works, but it just depends on what your situation is and where you are in life.
Yep. It's kind of like I was talking to a client the other day about this because they were researching, right? And they love the idea of permanent life insurance. They want to know more about, certain companies that do, kind of profit sharing and mutual, dividends kind of deal. They want to know about, traditional whole life and IULs. They had a couple questions about variable. So we talked about all of it. To Woods' point earlier, we talked about all of it. And I did not lean one way at all until we started talking about the strategy. What do you want out of this conversation? What are you looking for? What have you been dreaming about? What are some of your goals, but you just don't know how to get there? It is our job to say, okay, let's pull out this tool. Now, whatever this tool is, if it's term, variable, whole life, this, that, and the other, I don't care what it is. As long as it makes sense for what Mr. Client said, as long as it makes sense and fits that need, that's what we're doing.
Yep.
I don't care what kind of policy it is. Well, I just need something to cover, the funeral. Okay. Tell them, let's talk more about that. Let's dig into it. Okay. All right. We need final expense. Let's go over there. What's that? Let me tell you. But for some reason in our field, we don't have enough people doing that.
Right.
Now they'll do it from carrier to carrier based upon what's cheap, but they don't do it from strategy to strategy, finding the right tool to fit the need. Meaning, if AJ, you told me, man, I'm starving, man, and you're like, I need to eat, bro. But, I got a little over here, got a little over here. And I'm like, here, take this steak. And you're like, oh, thank you, man. And here's a spoon. Enjoy. You're going to look at me like, but I'm on a video, so you just believe that spoon's going to cut that steak. Because that's what I like. I like spoon. Even though you need a fork and a knife, but because I like spoons. Or maybe, like to this dude, I'm going to give you a spork. It does a little what you want to do and a lot of what I wanted to do.
Yeah. And that is the problem right there.
Yeah.
What I wanted to do as an insurance agent. As insurance agents, let's get out of that mindset. Stop being so damn selfish and greedy. Like, holy shit. Like, your objective, especially as a licensed insurance agent, man, like your clients are the number one priority, not yourself.
Ooh.
That part's all going to come. As long as you're doing right by clients, your book of business is going to just keep on growing. Because guess what? Your reputation keeps on growing in that industry. Oh, you should go talk to my insurance guy because he actually hooks me up. People are going to be talking about, oh, I got screwed with this insurance guy. I got screwed with this policy. Guess what? The people that are around him like, oh, you need to go talk to my guy because he actually hooked me up.
You think he feels empowered to do that because he holds his AUM? He's doing his AUM or all these security licenses or whatnot? He's got 31 years in the business. You think he's entitled to direct traffic that way? Think it's a sense of entitlement?
Probably.
Just for this particular case.
Yeah, for this particular case.
But it's probably more of them out there.
Oh, for sure. Oh, 100%. There are people, lovely, wonderful individuals, and rightly so, are looking to be led like we are in other arenas.
Yes.
If we, gentlemen, are in a different arena, that's not our expertise. It's not what we do. And we are looking for some advice, counsel, and wisdom on how to make a decision on something. Guess what? We're the sheep now.
Yeah.
We got to find the right shepherd.
Yep.
And a lot of times these shepherds,
morality and ethics out the window.
Well, and that's the thing. So here's, I think there's two sides of what I'm about to say. So from a consumer side and also let's talk from the agent side. So the consumers, if you're listening to this, just peep this out. So if you're an agent, my advice is to not favor a particular product. That's because what you like. Lean towards what fits the need. Period. You actually look more educated, wise, and professional when you can be steady Eddie, do an analysis, ask great questions, Find out what the needs are. Find out what their hopes are. Find out what their dreams are. Find out what their experiences have been. Find out what they know. Find out what they don't know. And do all of your assessment and say, you know what? Out of these particular types of products, let's talk about these two. We're going to drill down on these two. And based on our conversation, we're going to decide A or B. Fair enough? Now, we might meet 2 more times. That's a problem in the agent world. That's too long, AJ. It's going to take 2-3 more weeks to get my commission. So what, man?
Exactly.
Yeah.
A or B, drill down, educate them on A and B, and assist them in making their decision based upon what you all have talked about, pros and cons of both. I don't care what the name of the product is. You will look more professional, more trustworthy, more of a agent, consultant, experienced professional when you can be steady Eddie and analyze that particular way and guide that particular way. But if you 15, 20 minutes into the conversation in your first consultation and you already leaning on the product hard, come on, man.
Well, it goes back to one of our routes. Majority of the people don't like insurance selling it as a product. They don't want to spend the time to educate themselves. They don't want to spend the time. What they actually got in the industry for is the big C word, commission. And that's really the only reason why. You're going to have a small group of people like us that actually give a damn about insurance and that actually want to learn about the products. That actually want to learn and educate people to be able to guide them. And then there's other people that are just like, oh, I saw John on Instagram and he's flexing a Lamborghini. I need to get into this.
Trash value. That's those 2 words sting.
Yeah.
Because talk to the Rockefellers about that and see what their opinion is. Now they use whole life, still permanent life insurance with cash value. Talk to it's so crazy when you can literally say, I call it trap. Really? Okay. Let's just for giggles, Coop, let's just say we had the opportunity to look in this gentleman's book of business and look for permanent life insurance contracts he sold. And then take that video to all those clients that he sold permanent life insurance to and say, hey, watch your agent and what he said about what he sold you. Because I guarantee he got more than one on there. Ain't no way on God's green earth this man have been in business 31 years and ain't sold no permanent life insurance. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. I guess his clients would be shocked to hear him say that.
Man, ain't that the truth?
Yeah. I don't know how much longer they be clients.
Right.
And that's what's crazy. It's like, I know, if this guy ever sees it, he's going to be hot at us. That's fine. Whatever. It's because, the way I see it, man, people got to be challenged. I'm willing to be challenged. Would you willing to be challenged? But dude, we on the same team, brother. We on the same team. The insurance industry. We're supposed to be
bound by his agency, right?
That could
be
some
agencies out there because of whatever IMO situations going on. They don't even have access to certain products, certain types.
Or gonna push it. They push a certain agenda.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That's a good point.
Like that
that agency is all about commission. Get them here, get them there, get them in, get them out.
Don't sell that one. We don't make none on that one. Don't sell that.
Right.
It's sad. It's sad to see, man. And I would say, if you're a consumer, you're someone watching this and like, who are these dudes going in on this cat? Okay, look, do your research. And I would say, be wise about who you select to work with you. Wouldn't y'all agree? Be wise.
Absolutely.
Someone who is a lover of the industry, right? But he can say, okay, these companies perform better than these companies, have a better rating than these companies. Those are facts. Those are facts. That's fine.
Those are public record too.
Public record. Yeah, that's fine. This company is known for this. This company is known for that. It's all fair. But a lover of the industry, man, someone who says, hey, you know what? I study the industry. I love the industry. You know what? These particular products that are termed, these are my favorites because of the company, their standards, their performance, their rating, blah, 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 the product features.
Yeah.
Same thing over here with whole life. Same thing over here with dividend. Same thing over here with variable. Same thing over here with IUL. All that stuff. But then there's the big mindset shift of knowing that, AJ, my whole classic illustration of the casino. If you are going to a casino and you expect to win 7 figures plus, you're probably not going to do it at the penny slots.
Nope.
Now you're going to win penny slot rewards because what you put in is a scale that they're willing to pay out for that particular penny slot.
Yeah, they're progressive.
Right. Okay, but then Coop's like, hey, Mondo, you can stay at the penny slots. Coop's going to go back to the blackjack table. It was $100 a hand. Rewards a little bigger. You got to put a little more in.
Mm-hmm.
But the
Larry's like, forget y'all. I'm going to that room back over there. See them guys in the tuxedos behind that velvet rope? It's $100,000 just to get in the room. You're not even at the table yet.
Right.
Wood's like, I've been saving up. Here's that $100K. All right, now let me go to the table and make some bets. Minimum $50,000 bets. Because he knows what that reward will be. Mm-hmm. AJ's like, forget all y'all. I'm going upstairs where y'all can't even see what we doing. AJ's like, I'm going to play that game up there. Roulette, this, that, and the other, whatever. And he goes up there and he bought because he has the opportunity to win 7, 8, 9 figures even. Mm-hmm. But it's $500,000 a hand.
Yeah.
Those rooms, they exist, by the way.
Yep.
Y'all kind of get where I'm going with this?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We're talking about people who penny slot $100 table folks. And an agent is the one escorting them around the casino saying, yeah, that velvet rope, that upstairs room, I call it trash rooms. You don't need that. You know how much it costs to get in there? They charge you $100,000 just to get in the room. You don't want that. Go and get your pennies out because it should be cheap.
Mm-hmm.
Don't follow Coop. That's $100. That's $100 a hand. That's too expensive. No. It shouldn't be that expensive to come in here. To sit at a table? Come over here. Oh, by the way, what you would have spent over in Larry's room in a Coop section, come over here to my room. Yeah. Come to my room. Let me manage it for you.
And you ain't making no money because all the fees are going to him.
Uh-huh.
Ooh, did I just say that? My bad.
But you see what I'm saying? But that's the thing. So from a consumer standpoint, it's your pay to play. How much are you willing to put in? Right? And in each room, each type of contract, there's different room guidelines.
Mm-hmm.
It's a different sport. Okay. You trying, to win a Super Bowl in high school football. That don't work. What you put in raises that scale of what you can get in return. No different than IULs, no different than whole life, no different than variable, no different than term, no different than final expense, no different than whatever accidental.
Mm-hmm.
We've had, dude, I've heard the foolishness, guys. Just get you one of them accidental policies for a few $100,000 or so. That's all you need. You don't need all that. I literally heard some dude say that. And I'm like, somebody need to take your license right now. Now, accidental is great on top of
right.
Right.
Yeah, usually you see it as a rider.
Yeah,
right.
rider or supplemental or something, or you get it as a standalone, but you already have other stuff kicking.
Yeah.
Some sort of term, the whole life, whatever. Again, as you just heard me say, you have some other stuff kicking like term or whole life because we're a fan of all of it.
Yep.
Right. So this is a big issue in our industry where I don't think we have enough educated agents that are willing to be open and really find solutions. It's not educating, it's sell. And honestly, it shows a lot of insecurity, AJ, because it's like, well, I got to do this because I don't know when my next one is coming. So I got to get it now. I don't want to sell the last 3-4 weeks. I want it to happen now. I don't want them, IUL variable. No, I don't know nothing about that. Hey, you ever heard of term? Oh, super cheap. Get you $500,000, $1 million, 1.5 million for like $100 maybe. I like that. I feel educated now.
Mm-hmm. What is the purpose of the policy? Always go back to that. What is the purpose?
Yes, I'm gonna get off my soapbox. I'll talk 20 minutes on. Let me shut up. Cool. Go ahead, take it.
No, I mean, to that point, Mondo, the whole gambling angle, these agents will compromise their clients' risk for their own personal short-term reward.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
100%.
And we know, I mean, we've all been to a casino. I've been there before. I'm not even that much of a gambler. You go in there, all right, I got $100. I'm gonna make it happen with this $100. You're gonna lose that in a couple minutes. You walking out, man, I'm going home. Somebody hits a slot machine. They didn't, sounds go off. All you hear all this noise. They're happy, and you're like, man, that could be me. Let me go to this ATM machine, get 100 more.
Mm-hmm.
A couple hours later, that same person mulling around the ATM, head down, going through there. We'll pull their wallet out, going through all their cards and see if they got any money left. Right?
Man, this. I gotta be quiet. Go ahead, somebody. Cool. Well, y'all keep talking because this is, I don't know. It's gonna might infuriate somebody. So,
well, what's stinging me the most is the audience in the room.
Okay.
Because there's not a lot of time. They don't have that kind of time to listen to this nonsense.
Right.
They just don't. And he's leading them down a path that I'm sure they can't afford to be on, time-wise.
Well, let's even expand that even more, Larry. It's not just the people in the room, the people that are watching that room, that demographic that is targeting for that audience of that podcast.
Right. The nieces and nephews that we're speaking of may come across our podcast or may learn about IULs and go ask auntie about it, and they're gonna get shot down. Who they gonna believe? Somebody on the podcast or their auntie? The auntie tells them, no, IULs, that's a trash value policy. Get you a term.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. That information trickles down, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And we've heard that. Well, my auntie said, or my mama said, we've heard that before. And it's like, okay, not to be rude, but how's that working out for mama?
Right.
Yeah.
Not to be rude. I'm just saying, like, let's look at facts here versus feelings. Like the lady said, see, now I feel educated. Well, feeling educated and being is two different things. I said that earlier to y'all fellas. Like, feeling, you can feel all kind of ways about bad information. But you also gotta, again, if you know how, like, growing up and through our lives, man, whether it be business or school or whatever it is, and it's that one person that's always doing this, it's always everybody else. That victim mentality kind of vibe. That's the thing in the insurance industry too. You get agents doing this, pointing about how this person's trash, how this policy's trash, how this company, and they're always doing this. And it's like, maybe it's the fact that this individual hasn't taken the time to educate themselves on the profession. Maybe this individual is jaded because of the associations they have, like you said, was with the IMO or whoever. Maybe it's because of your own limitations or your own experiences or lack thereof. So you now project that onto your clients. The one thing that we pride ourselves on is, like, if it's something that we weren't privy to prior to to our business or conversation, we're going to educate ourselves. We're going to do a deep dive. We have a requirement. Even when you come in, there's certain books and different things you need to read, understand, and regurgitate before you can even get on a call with somebody.
Yeah.
Because you're dealing with people's lives, man.
Yep.
You're dealing with their resources. You're dealing with their legacy. This is not about your commission.
You're dealing with the people's time that they spent, because that's where their livelihoods come from. Most of the people that we deal with, their working ages go from anywhere from 18 all the way to retirement age 65. So you're dealing with that time presence. It's not just money. It's the time they spent to get to that money.
Right. And here at AMG, we're not trying to have them go back to work after retirement.
No.
That's a non-starter over here.
Yeah, buddy, you got that right. So one thing I'll say, man, is I was at an event, and it's a couple summers ago, and I heard a gentleman get up there and speak. Can't remember his name, but I know what agency he's with or what he runs. And so one of my boys called recently, and he was like, "Hey, I'm going to go work with this guy. His name is such and such." And I said, "Where's he located?" And he told me. I said, I know who that guy is. I don't know him personally, but I spoke to him briefly at a after party event or something. So I know that guy. He said, "What do you think of him?" I said, "Man, fantastic." He said, "But you didn't talk to him long." So I didn't need to. I heard what he said with me and on stage. Let me tell you what he said. "I love the insurance industry. I love what I do to be able to help people. I love the purpose, the P word. I love the purpose this industry has given me. I love the interactions. I've learned so much about life through the people I have the honor and privilege of helping.
Mm-hmm.
I love my industry. I didn't even know all this was in it when I first got in the business. But the longer I stayed, the more I realized how beautiful it is." That's just the first part of what he said. He kept going. I said, "That's my dude right there. That's my guy." Mm-hmm. Why would I say that, Coop? Why would I see this guy speak, shake his hand briefly as I'm walking into the entryway? Why would I say that about that guy? He gets it.
He gets it. You know him. You trust him.
Consumers out there, fam, if your agent is not speaking like that, run.
Yeah.
Run.
That servant mentality, that servant heart.
You know what a lot of agents need? They need to get final expense policies, get about 20 to 40 people on their books, and have people actually pass away, and then get those families to call in.
Ooh, that hits home real quick. Yeah.
Then you'll really find the purpose of insurance.
The rubber meets the road when you talk to the beneficiary on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
I would say if there was a couple things that happened, but one of the more memorable events, to your point, AJ, it was the morning of my birthday. I get up and kids run in, "Happy birthday," all that stuff, right? My phone, the Coop, is lighting up, just nonstop. Mm-hmm. Missed calls, voicemail, over and over. And I looked, and I didn't recognize the phone number. So I was like, crap, I think I know what this is. So I called back, young lady named Erica, standing in front of her deceased mother, who I signed up. Still standing there in front of her, like just happened. That was one of the defining moments in my business, in my career, where I was like, oh, shoot. Like, it hits you different, Coop. It hits you different when you've done business the right way and they ask you to come to the funeral to honor their father. It hits different when they say, come by for the repast. Come to the house, have a meal with us. It hits different. Now you ain't thinking about all this sexy insurance talk and and all this other stuff, commission mouth and breath and all that. No. Somebody did. Gone. Bye. They did. And the family looking at you. Did you take care of them right? You got all these eyeballs looking. Mm-hmm. Ears listening. Did you do what you were supposed to do? If that doesn't ignite or mature your purpose, you got some issues. You got some serious issues. Go ahead, Coop. You want to say something?
I was just going to say, just thinking about funerals. I mean, it's a mindset thing. You hear often at funerals, at least the ones I've been to, oh, I haven't seen you in a while. Only seen you at funerals. We need to connect and, da.
Yeah.
Or you hear people talking about, the funeral itself or, lack of funds. People are scrambling and scraping behind the scenes to try to get it through. But you never hear people saying, you know what can we do individually or collectively to make sure that when the next family member passes, that they're covered.
Mm-hmm.
Strategizing for the next generation.
Yeah.
Strategize.
Yes.
Breaking chains.
Yes. Yes. You know, I've heard all kind of different mindsets where people are, a lot of people get it. They understand. Well, I've had that happen, Coop, where some people say, you know, this can't happen again. But then I've also heard the other side where some families will see, you know, death will happen and they'll say, yeah, but that's expensive. It's more expensive to not do it.
Right.
Who got 15 grand to put in the ground right now? I'm waiting.
Even if you do, you don't want to use that money.
Yeah, right. This one lady told me, bro, I know we kind of getting off a little bit, but this one lady mentioned to me, well, my son's smart. He's an attorney. He got it. I said, wow.
About a son?
Her son. She said, I don't need this burial stuff because my son's a lawyer. He's got it. I said, wow, man. Okay. He probably does have it, but I'm sure he didn't pass the bar, go to law school, and have a great career for the full intent of putting mama in the ground with 15, 20 grand. I'm sure that's not what he's thinking about.
Is that the legacy she wants to leave behind?
And I bet you if you ask that son, and would he rather pay 15 grand out of his pocket or $50 a month, I bet you I'll tell you exactly which choice he's gonna take.
But guess what? That son is gonna pay for her funeral and the niece's funeral and the nephews and the uncles because he got it.
Right.
Or he's on, or if not, you know he's getting that call.
Exactly.
Right.
What did you say the strategy on how to get over an insurance company? It was something you said not too long ago. What was that?
Pay your premium. That's how you get over on them. Pay your premium.
What? Hold on. How does that math make sense, Mr. Woods?
Well, your little whatever that premium is per month, $100, $200 per month. I'm pretty sure in return you're getting a very healthy 6-figure payout. You'll never be able to pay. If you pay 6 figures in premium, your death benefit is multi-million, multi-generational wealth.
So you mean to tell me that in most cases, majority cases, I'm not going to pay in what they're going to pay my family?
Not even close.
Oh, so I just keep paying my little premium, whatever it is, $100, $1,000, whatever it is. That death benefit's kicking. That $1 million plus, 800 grand plus, whatever it is more than what I put in.
Because it's a guarantee that they have to pay it.
Oh,
guarantee.
Okay. But I want a term though. Oh, wait a second. So everything I put in now, there is a such thing of return of premium, ROP. There's a fee for that. Just somebody don't lie to you until it's not.
Right. There is a fee.
Okay. Now, so there's a feature, return of premium. We get all your money back. But do you think, Coop, most people even know or have that feature on a term policy? No.
What age are they when the term ends? Because if they try to renew
60s, 70s, even
that premium is going to be different, probably double.
It's going to be more than a Social Security payment.
How about that? How about that? And there's a chance that they don't get it renewed based on their health.
Yeah, I was going to say,
right.
You have a good chance they don't get renewed, right?
Yep.
So you can outlive the term
and health
get all your money back. So now what?
Yeah, health could be different too.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, I just had one of those clients.
Yes.
They was even diagnosed with something serious. Now they beat it, but why in the term? Now the term is up and
underwriting.
Yep.
Yeah. Can I convert? No, you can't even get the whole word out. You just
So we did some, customization like we do over here. We customized it and got him straight with another product.
Yep. And not one that we favor, one that made sense.
One that made sense for him.
So that's, I don't know, man. I know if people are seeing this and like, why are we coming hard at this? It's truly the passion behind all of us. I believe I can maybe speak for you guys. You speak for yourself, but the passion is in regards to helping people truly the right way. Yeah. And seeing others, I wouldn't say be taking advantage of necessarily fully, but I think most of it is just not being educated the right way with misinformation, being led or swayed a certain way. You need to paint the full picture for people. And that's what we get frustrated for. And why we get frustrated, because we want people to be educated the right way. And when we see it done a selfish way or a lack of information way or whatever it is, it's like, man, who's going to protect the sheep?
Yeah.
So our heart is to protect the sheep, not to bash the agent. Because guys, we can do better. Agents, we can do better. We can do better, guys. We're always trying to get better. It's not like we over here perfect or something. No, we always trying to get better and looking at different things and new strategies and different tweaking processes and all this stuff. Trying to find, man, if we have a product that we feel like that it kind of works, that means it don't work. Kind of means it doesn't. So we need to find one that does fully. And we will do that. And if we can't, Larry, we've done it before. This product isn't for you. We need to find something else.
And in the good old words of the book of Matthew and Luke, do unto others.
That's it. That's it. Man, let's have final words, fellas. Swing, man, that 55 minutes went by so fast. Whoo. All right, let's swing it up. Woods, what you got? Final round.
Educate. Yeah. The video said some things that were half true. For the audience who was listening to that, I just beg you to educate yourselves. Dig deep within yourself to find out exactly what you want the policy to do for you and your family, and then start educating those resources.
Yes. Brother Coop.
I mean, Larry pretty much nailed it. Educate yourself, be open-minded, and make sure if you're a sheep that your agent is not a wolf.
Hey.
I didn't have a music board on here.
I hear you, Coop. All right, AJ, what you got?
Yeah, man. Like, again, the guys said it pretty much all. Just get educated about all different types of policies. Well, if you're an agent, definitely put in your mindset that you do right by your customers first, not by yourself. Like, that's the number one in terms of, if you want to see successful in this business, again, for the people that want to last in the insurance industry for a long time, do that. You will see your garden of business just flourish. And then for the others that are watching this that are on the consumer side, again, educate yourself and see exactly what you need, right? If you have a house that you're looking to, make sure that's insured on, then you're looking at term. If you're looking at for yourself, then you're looking at permanent whole life. Again, see exactly what you need in your life, and then go to an agent and say, hey, I need this, and have the conversation. If it seems a little bit off, go get a second opinion. There's nothing wrong with that.
That's right. Yep. Well, fellas, thank you for your candid thoughts, for educating folks with the heart of pure gold, man. That's what we're here to do here at AMG. Hey, with that said, make sure you like, subscribe, check us out on other platforms, IG, even the Facebook, and all those different platforms. Definitely check us out, comment, like, share with people too. If you're talking to auntie, uncle, and other folks, share this one, share others on the platform. Definitely love to help more of the individuals that are surrounding you. So with that said, we will see you all on the next AMG podcast. We appreciate you. Take care. See you on the next one. Later.
Deuces.
Peace.
This the AMG way, we don't follow the crowd. Quiet money moves, we just say it out loud. Tax-free living, long plays over hype. Build it right once, let the legacy right. We talk ownership.